Okay, how about now? We good? Okay. How about now? Can you hear me? Okay. I'll wait for you guys to say you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Put it in the chat, guys, if you can hear me, please. Then I know that it's okay to go ahead and get started. You can hear me? Okay, awesome. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Come on in. Welcome, 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 guys. Happy Saturday. I'm feeling good. We're going to get into the mysterious plane crashes, the Star Wars in the sky, and your galactic inheritance being returned back to you guys. This is what we're going to be talking about today. I'm so happy to be here, guys. Yesterday, I woke up and I could not walk. I literally could not walk, and I'm already just feeling so much better. And so it's always a blessing to be here in the land of the living. It's a blessing to be able to breathe the air from Father God. It's a blessing to be able to spread love and spread these powerful messages with you guys. Awesome. Thank you, Sean. Guys, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into these weird, mysterious plane crashes. What you guys think that is? Huh? I really want to know. You can put in the chat what you think is going on because what I know is going on is like I've been saying for a very long time. We are in a war. Just because the war right now is popping off where you can see it, how long have we been in this war, Tahira? We've been in this war since the beginning of time. Since the moment the consciousness split into two, since the moment the consciousness became aware of the other aspect of itself. It's like Groundhog's Day, not Groundhog's Day, but it's like looking at itself in the mirror and picking out, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. This is when this galactic war has started. We're only one. We're one consciousness. And then the moment we created, see, we did this, guys. We created a separate consciousness. We said, what would it be like to experience ourselves outside of the all, outside of the Om vibration, outside of wholeness, outside of source? And the moment we thought that, that was a thought wave that now took off and it had a frequency. It birthed a separate consciousness. Just when you look in the mirror at yourself and you're like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Now you become a, at war with yourself. We're at war with ourselves. We're also at war with other beings. But ultimately, when you just pull it all back in, we're at war with ourselves. I've always been saying this, guys. We have to refine every aspect of self in order to return back and merge back into source or merge back into completeness. This is the year of the non-completeness. This is why you see such things going on in the sky. And we're going to get to what just happened because source gave me a I just knew it's that clear cognizance, just that deep knowing that you have. This last plane crash that happened, I'm going to tell you what that was all about in a moment here. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, guys. Hi. Guys, put a like on the video, and if YouTube has unsubscribed you, please resubscribe yourself because you know they be tripping, right? So this is what's been going on, guys. We are refining every aspect of what? When I talk about ourself, it's truly just a code. We are refining every aspect of the code of creation. Everything's a code. So you guys are alarmed and you know, talking about the AI is going to take us over and all of that. You are the original AI, but instead you're not artificial. You're just the original intelligence. You are the original intelligence. So do not fret, guys. What is here is because they know that only intelligence, divine intelligence, will actually get to win the war. There's some people who need to get it the artificial way. And there's some of us, like what we're doing here at Instructions for Humanity, we are training to activate our own human technology. So there will always be the artificial, because just as you have copycatters sitting next to you in school, just copying off of your test, it's the same difference. You're going to always have people who copycat, people who look at you and then they go into the store and they buy the same thing, or they'll go get their hair done exactly like you. Guys, this has always been because we are made of a separate consciousness. We were never supposed to be split. This is our experiment. This is our experiment. And now what you're seeing is the merger of it. And we're trying to get back into completeness. And because we're lined up with completeness, the year, the number 9, 2025. So there's always going to be that until we actually get rid of the duality. Not get rid of it, but transcend it. Understanding both of it is necessary. And then reaching back, going back into homeostasis. And then that's how you transcend the duality, the right and wrong, the black and white, the good versus evil, the Kamala versus the Trumps, right? They're all archetypes, right? When we zone out, guys, we don't give these people too much power. We understand that they are in our game that we created. Trump is an aspect of yourself. Kamala and all the rest of the Democrats, they're an aspect of yourself. That's all. That's all that this is. And we try to make it so much more. And you got people like literally all in fear. It's the same thing over again. When the Democrats were out there dropping all those fear bombs, how many videos did I do about the fear variant? Right? This is always a pandemic, right, guys? It's when they drop the fear variant, and they've done that through actual pandemics. Now they're doing it through actual Star Wars. And they've always been doing it. But at the end of the day, it's just a fear bomb. And who's going to take the bait, right? So when all of these things happen, guys, in the cosmic sphere or in the skies, you have to know that there's always going to be a dark side to it, and there's going to be a light side to it. This is what will always be going on until the transcendence of duality, which we are working on. I hope we're working on it. Sometimes, girl, it feels when I see people all in their feelings and emotions about Trump and Kamala, this is when I know I was like, dang, this world, we don't have it right yet. We are to look at both of it, observe it, become the observer of all of this. All of it is just a show, right? All of it is just a message unit that we're just looking at because this is being expressed from the one divine mind of source, which you're part of. And I'm just looking at it, the Trump character, looking at the other characters over here. That's all that it is. It's just for you to examine it and understand, even if you don't like it, that it does fit into the code of creation because everything is you pushed out. There's an aspect of self that Trump irritates. There's an aspect of self that Joe Biden and Kamala irritated. These people are only here for you to become the ruby, for you to become the diamond, to refine soul. This is the sole purpose of life. Everyone wants to know, what's the purpose of life? It's for you to refine every aspect of yourself and to become a crystalline being, lacking nothing, pure clarity in every aspect. It's for you to come here and transcend all those chakras that they say are separate. It's for you to clear each one, open and expand the energy meridians around them, and pull that and open up to one big energy portal, now becoming the black dot, which is, if you look at a clock, the black dot in the middle that controls all hands of time. When you clean out your own self and you expand into one big energy portal, you now become the black dot. The black dot is the transcendence from duality, is the transcendence out of the matrix. Sorry, guys. I'm in my spiritual bag today. So that's the whole purpose of life, guys. So when we start to look at these things, so that's what's going on a macro level, right? Now take a look at the planes in the sky and we take a look at the orbs and all of the sightings, right? And these are, even though it seems galactic, it really is on a micro level. It really is small. It really actually is. So the Earth's electromagnetic field is different, guys. And source is really saying that it's become inverted because what? At the end of an age, we go back into self. Earth is bringing the electromagnetic field back into self. It's actually folding in. This is how you get the collapse of some lifetimes. It's because everything starts folding in on itself when it starts to return back to wholeness, back to completion, back to self. So, that is one reason why this is happening. It's not, I've been It's just energetically, the energy is wavy. So when I do energy healing, I can feel you have smooth energy, clear energy, bumpy energy, healing energy, fearful energy. The energy in general here on the earth is wavy. Anytime I get wavy energy in a reading, this is my sign for a possible attachment or entity. So the earth has attachments and it has entities. But the earth is what? It's clearing itself, collapsing all of that, shaking up, shaking off all of the entities and stuff that's attached. But this is why we're seeing such things, guys. It's because the earth is collapsing, electromagnetic field pulling in on itself. Now it's revealing what's been hanging onto the back, the back of the earth. We have attachments here. Just like your body gets attachment and dense energy, so does the earth, guys. And so when you see such things going on in the skies, guys, as above, so below, these are, some of them are planned, some of them are to bring fear, and some of them is truly just the natural ebb and flow of what's going on with Mother Earth. Mother Earth is collapsing and retreating, folding back in, because remember, that new earth is being birthed. And so the skin, she's shedding her old skin. It's a process, guys, that we go through. Mother Earth is shedding old skin, and on that skin is a lot of different beings, a lot of attachments, right? So these, the reptilians are great. You guys know all of them, and even the demons, the ones that we call demons, which I've been dealing with a lot here on this channel, clearing what people perceive as demons, right? But these are all the ones that are just sucking off of Mother Gaia's energy, but they're not returning anything. These are the ones that are getting shaken off. This is some of the activity too that we do see in the sky, along with like what I've been saying before. Hi, Austin. Hi, guys. Hi, Susan. Hi, Gail. Welcome in. So, like I've been saying before, that the earth is cleansing itself. And sorry, guys, I got off track when I started to say hi to you guys, but I'm gonna get back on track. Okay. But yeah, so this is what's going on. So when you see certain things in the sky, yes, there is a cleanup crew that's here. Angels of Death, or if you have the Cosmic Bible, they're called the Five Night Stampede. Pretty much they are hired by source and approved by source to tear this thing down. And you are part of it because you are part of source. We agreed to do this, guys. We agreed to play this game. We agreed to experience ourselves outside of the greater whole of source, creating a separate consciousness. And then now we're going to put everything back together. So the tearing apart was drastic. The putting things back together it also has to be to the same extent as when we ripped it or severed it. And so this is what we're seeing as well. There is a crew that comes at the end of an age to destroy things and bring them down. So all of this is what you are seeing. It's a collage of things. Now, what happened with that plane that fell? This morning I was looking at it. And guys, I don't even watch the news or anything. I saw a clip. I didn't even watch it. I just saw a headline. And there was another plane, and I don't know, I think there's been like at least 5 crashes between Washington and Philadelphia, right? You guys remember a few weeks back in the world reading, kept feeling something over on the East Coast happening? All of this is playing out over there, and it's very interesting. It's playing out on the original 13 colonies. And I got another theory. It's not really a theory, it's a knowing. I got it. I know why that's happening, guys. You know, when the Moorish Empire, right, before even the so to speak, Europeans came over here, the Moors were already here. So these are the Aboriginals, so to speak, Black Americans. So our capital used to be in Philadelphia. That's where our capital was. It's very interesting that all of those crashes are happening there. And it's very interesting that a few weeks ago, Kate Middleton brought me a message about 2 Yankees fighting. There's already an internal civil war going on here, guys. There's already, and Trump's part of that. And I know, melanated man and woman, you don't want to believe it, but when I tell you what I see, you're getting restored. You're getting your birthright restored. Your galactic inheritance restored. Every person of every race, creed, and color, we're getting our galactic inheritance, but some of us are getting our physical inheritance that's been taken away from us. And you guys may call it reparations. You're not getting reparations. I'm just saying that, but you're going to get something that's going to be just as good as the reparations. But it's only going to be for the people who understand, who can understand code, who can understand what people are throwing down, right? It's going to be for those people. People are complaining about President Trump and how he has, all these rich people in his cabinet and how this is going to hurt the everyday man. Guys, you have to be on the right side of the trade. We're going to get back to the plane crashes, but I need to tell you, this is very important. You have to be on the right side of the trade. You have to be on the right side of the quadrant. What does that mean? So if you're trading a stock, let's say you want to go in and take an option play on Tesla. And you say, I think Tesla is going up. I'm bullish on it. I'm going to purchase a call. But in fact, Tesla is actually going down. You should have put a put option to take the stock down and make money on the way down, but you chose the wrong direction. This is the same thing when we have presidents, guys. It's the same exact thing. You got to be on the right side of the trade. If Trump is aligned with the people who do business, who have businesses, and who are, get capital gains, really. See, rich people, wealthy people do not make an income. They don't. So this is when I say you got to be on the right side of the quadrant. So what's coming down for some of these Aboriginal people here in America? This is why war is going on over the old capital of Philadelphia as well. What's going on is a lot of those things are being restored back to the Moors, back to the Aboriginals, but you will not receive it if you're on the wrong side of the quadrant. You got to get on the right side of the trade. You got to get in a business. Guys, you can go and file paperwork for a business for like $69. It could be anything. You can go and set up a trade account. What I'm saying is you have to have your paperwork right, because now you're going to, all of those things that you were saying Trump is able to take advantage of, you're now going to be able to take advantage of it. You're now going to have all these write-offs. You're now going to be able to be in control because you are on the right side of the quadrant, right? That's the whole point that I'm saying. And if he can get rid of this tax, right? This tax, thank you, source, I'm channeling. You see these tax that they're charging you, the unconstitutional, what they call payroll taxes and federal taxes and all of that. That's actually your inheritance being stolen from you bit by bit. That's part of your earth inheritance. So every single person of every single creed and color is getting their earth inheritance also stolen. Some people, like the Aboriginals who had their land taken here, you're also going to get not just your earth inheritance, right? From no sources calling it paper tax, no income tax. You're also going to get your original inheritance, getting yourself back restored back into your homeland, right? And then we also have a galactic inheritance. So some of us are getting like 3 different inheritances, guys. So, but you got to get on the right side of the quadrant. You will not be getting anything if you do not understand this, guys. And also, two sources drawing my attention to the right side of your body. You got to get back into the right hemisphere. You got to get back into the creativity, into the feminine, right? Because this is the aspect of source that's coming online. It is the rise of the divine feminine, which is the birth. We're going through a birth. This is why the aspect of source that is feminine in nature is here. If you're still on the left side, the left hemisphere, you're in the masculine, you're in the denseness, you're in the everyday, you know, run of the mill activities and responsibilities. That's not the right side of the quadrant. You got to get back to creativity. Creativity is source. You got to get back there. So source is making this very clear. The inheritance is here, but you got to get on the right side of the quadrant. Okay? I think I've made that clear. Now, the one I want to go back to the plane crash that happened, and it said that it was carrying, I think, 6 people maybe in total. There was a child on there that was needing medical assistance. I think there was some, maybe some foreigners, I think Mexican or something. But you know what source told me about this plane? See, a lot of these planes that are getting crashed and all of that, they are burning evidence. They're burning evidence, and source told me that one of those planes was a lot of evidence for the pedo, you know what I mean? That is what happened to that plane. That is what happened. The trafficking, paper trail that leads to finding out who's behind all of this. That's what happened to that plane. That is what source said. So some of these planes and some of the people sitting on the planes, you have to be careful, because right now people don't think about it. This is the season finale, guys, of the Earth School. We're about to reset, scrap this thing, and run the show all over again, but from a higher state of consciousness. Everybody wants to make it to the next level of the video game. So everyone's going to do anything they can. That's why you see them bringing out the artificial intelligence. They have to get themselves in there. But the other people who are just coming into their own spiritual knowings and their own spiritual gifts, we don't need that because we are doing it the natural way. But whether you have it unnatural or natural, the whole point is to get to the higher consciousness, the higher viewpoint before reset, right? So that's the whole point. So this is just what I'm saying, is that this war that's going on, some of it is cardinal, some of it is to hide evidence, because once we find out what all of these, and that's why people ask me, why are you doing all this celebrity stuff? It's because these people are not who you think that they are. They are recycled people back from the beginning of time. They just keep reseeding themselves in our bloodlines, on our TVs, radios, in our history books, on our money. It's the same person, the same entities. And the more we expose them, we peel back the covers, the layers, then the whole game falls, because they are the ones who literally is why we can't get to the next level, because people are so enamored by them. But once we remove that, it's just a game. We can see it now. They're the last bit of the wall that's in the way that needs to be taken down, and it's working. People do not revere celebrities like they once did. It's working. We are winning. And once they fall down energetically, when people stop buying into their foolishness and supporting the foolish things that they push, that is when we will literally now come into all these knowings. See, guys, once you take their energy away, their power automatically falls. And then now you're going to see who they truly are. And it's not about them, because these are the same people that we've been at war with since the beginning of the times. These are the same reptilians. These are the same ancient, old school grays. There's also on the light side, there's some of our ancient aliens. They're ancient aliens who are just different species that have been working with the light. All of these entities are now here because your consciousness is now in what? The year of completion. That's where your consciousness is, or at least your subconscious or unconscious is there. And so now we've conjured them up. This is how powerful you are. We're the people here controlling this video game. We have the remote control in our hands. We're pulling in these players. Oh, we need to have our galactic families come in. Or you're like, you know what? I feel like slaying a dragon today. Cue them in. That's what I'm saying. This is where we are. We're at the top level of the game where you have to show how good you are. That's just what's going on. So when you see these fictitious, I mean, real people are passing away. So, but what I'm saying is it's not a traditional crash. Some of this stuff is done because they're taking people out, because they're hiding things, because they want to stay in the game. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these things are happening. Some of it is happening simply because Mother Earth is folding back and retreating as well. And so now we can see what's behind door number 2, right? We can see it now all being exposed. But at the end of the day, guys, we have to see everything in order to transcend it. And once we transcend it, how do you transcend it? If you see an alien and you get scared, you're not ready to win the game. Everything is just an observation. We are only observing our creation that we already created. We've already done this. You can't get shaken by these things. If you see orbs in the sky, okay, what do I always say to do? You push your consciousness back to the back. You bring your awareness from the frontal lobe into the back, and then you just watch and enjoy the show. That is how you transcend it. And that is how you dismantle their power, because they run their system off of fear. And then all of their the grays and stuff, they feast off of it. And that's how they attach. But the moment you, like I said, when you unplug from fear, you win. There's nothing to bring you down. Their system falls flat because that's where it runs off of the fear variant, right? So that's just what I want to say about that. And so these things in the sky is a prelude to the Star Wars that's going on in some of the higher realms. And this is where your galactic inheritance is. So a few years ago, guys, this was crazy. When I first started this channel, this lady, she's a hypnotherapist, reached out to me to do, basically, she wanted to put me in hypnosis while I channel, right? But then I didn't hear from her again. And I thought, that's weird. And then I happened to look back at one of my videos and I was like, oh, I see. This is why I never heard from her. And let me tell you what that video was. And this is when I still had my Christian mind at this point. Because you know it's a stronghold. Even if you break up with Christianity, girl, it won't break up with you because it is a stronghold. Took like 20 years to break out of the conditioning. And in some regards, it's still there, right? So basically, I was doing a video and all of a sudden, I was channeling Source. I was channeling God, and all of a sudden, I heard that your things are being withheld from you in the kingdom of heaven. And Source was like, that even the heavens is getting a cleansing. And I said, wait, hold on. And this is what took me down the rabbit hole. And now you get the creation that you see right in front of you today. But I said, wait, our inheritance is being withheld. And then I'm like, what did you say, Source? Withheld where? Withheld from you in the kingdom of heaven. I had to let that sink in because I was like, what do you mean withheld from me in the kingdom of heaven? Because I was like, no, I'm going to heaven. I'm getting my mansion. They always tell you your mansion is there. All your riches is there. Anything you want is there. But when Source told me this, it shattered my whole world. It said, no, everything that you're supposed to have here on earth to navigate this place is why people are poor, sick, and homeless. It's not because they really have to be that way. It's because your inheritance, just like that earthly inheritance that I said with the income tax, Trump trying to get away from that so you can get a little bit of your inheritance back. We're going to get back to the heaven one, but I want to say this because Source is bringing this. Some of those trusts that your birth certificate and your ID is linked to trust, and you are worth millions of dollars. Some of those things are being returned too. Let Patience have her perfect work so she is complete, lacking nothing. Sources tell me this is something that Trump is unlocking. And honestly, I feel that the Aboriginals are going to get access to those things. I do, because I know at the same time, the Moors, the Aboriginals here of this land, they've already sued the government a long time ago for like trillions of dollars, right? Because this is their true land, right? And it was kind of stolen, right underneath them through what I guess paper genocide, through paperwork. They already had lawsuits on the government a long time ago. I think some of those things actually under the table, the payout happens under the table. But if you're not on the right side of the quadrant, meaning if you don't know about this and you don't turn your paperwork in to receive it, you won't get anything. And I think it's going to be very hush hush. I don't think you will ever find out about it. I think it will be hush hush, and I think you will sign something to keep it quiet. Thank you, source. This is what I'm saying. So some of those sources calling it a vault. Some of the vault of money that you are worth associated with your birth certificate and your ID is going to be revealed and released if you're on the right side of the quadrant. Okay? If you're still in fear and worried about Trump as the president, you're going to miss it. My dad told me we're going to ride. My dad was always Democrat for all these years. But see, he's a smart man. He said, we're going to use Trump till we can't use him anymore. My dad is what, 80? He's still invest. He's still invest, right? He's still active. He understands who Trump is. He said, we're going to use him to basically get our wealth. We're going to use him to, because think about it. My dad's on the right side of the quadrant because he's an investor, right? You got to get on the right side of the quadrant or you won't be able to use Trump for what he's good for. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. You have to get on the right side of the quadrant and stop letting them show you all of these things to make you fearful. Right now, it's time to keep your eyes on the prize, guys. And even I hope he changes the capital gain, as well on like stocks and crypto, guys, because this is what's sucking your inheritance. All of these double taxations and triple tax and being taxed on more money than you actually own. Hell, Kamala wanted to tax us on gains that we haven't even got. So the capital gains work is when you sell a security, then whatever you make minus your original investment, you get taxed on that. Well, in her tax plan, she wanted to tax you before you even made the money, which doesn't make sense because the market could crash. And then now you're being taxed on 100% of something that is zero. You see what I'm saying? So we have to just be on the right side of the quadrant, right? So this is how you're getting your earthly inheritance back. Now, going back to the galactic rims, okay? When Source said, yeah, your things are locked up, they're being withheld from you in the kingdom of heaven. All those things you're supposed to have down here on this earth to navigate this place, you're supposed to have money because you are from Source. You are supposed to have prosperity. You don't have it because heaven has your things. Heaven has your things. And what I mean, that's the fake heaven, guys. That's the heaven they tell you about. That's not real. The true heaven is within. It even tells you that in the Holy Bible, that the kingdom of heaven is within. And you can go to heaven anytime you want to, if you choose to. If you are willing to forgive, love is the way. How do we get there? Love is the way. Forgiveness is the key. Open heart space. And then you have your truth, which is the light that guides you home, right? To the kingdom of heaven, which is internal. It's your internal knowledge. It's when you become an enlightened one, a crystalline being. And you can have access to all of this. But the fictitious heaven is run by the grays, is run by the reptilians, is run by the people who keep recycling you back here into this matrix. That's the fake heaven. And this is the heaven that most people know about. So you wonder, why do I keep getting recycled? And I'm not even going to hold you. Is it nice there? Yes. In the fake kingdom of heaven? Is it nice? Is all your people there? Is it a party? Is the angelics there? Yes, they are there. They're absolutely there. But the thing is, it's still not home. Where's our home? Our home is when you get to the ancestral realm. Guys, you know, I work with dimensions in my quantum healing hypnosis sessions. So on the 12th dimension is what we call the ancestral realm. That's actually the true resting place. Heaven holds your soul for you to come back here to reincarnate. The ancestral realm is where we have our homes and we have our family members there. The 13th dimension is where the Christ energy actually is. So if you're down there in the seventh heavens, you're in the astral realm. You're in the fourth layer, the astral, fifth layer, sixth layer, seventh layer. Fourth dimensional is purgatory. You're halfway earth being and halfway into heaven. So what I'm saying is, heaven is not the resting place. Heaven is still nice. Don't get me wrong. You're still going to find God there. But source, you have to keep going. You have to get to your ancestral realm and the 13th dimension where the Christ energy sits. It's nothing but a healing dimension with lots of healing waters, healing white and gold lights, yellow lights. I've taken some of my clients there to get healed by Christ's divine, the 13th dimension. So I say that to say that is where it is. So when Source told me that our things are being locked up and withheld in the kingdom of heaven, locked up and withheld from you, and your life is horrible here because all of these things, these people that you think are just celebrities and just presidents and just priests and just all of these famous people throughout history are the ones keeping you caged in and recycled back to the kingdom of heaven, the physical one. Heaven is not a physical place. Heaven is an essence. You can tap into it. It's an inner dimension. You can tap in. If you have to go to a physical place, then you're still what? In physicality. Then you know you have not gotten there yet. Okay? Osiris, Master's Light said, I went there before in an alternative reality. Nice. The ancestral ethereal realm. Yes, absolutely. Hi, Shar. Hi, love you so much. Our session was amazing. Hi, Linda. You're not late. You can watch it back. Hi, Moonlight. Hi, guys. So yeah, guys. This is just these little, this is what I love at the end of an age because nothing is hidden. And as long as you don't get too involved in the minutia, in the fear variants, just observe the show and be on the right side of the quadrant because your inheritance is coming. So this galactic inheritance, guys, there's a war in the heavens. And that's what that channeled message. That's why that lady, when I started saying that heaven was part of the matrix, she was like, oh no, I better not work with her now. But I'm telling you, it's not the true heaven. There is a heaven, but the fake heaven that they tell you about, they train you to go to the fake heaven. I'm telling you, even all the Christians are in on it. They don't know, but I'm saying the Vatican and all of those evil people who created all of this division. Any religion is division. It's a device to divide. Oh, Lord, say that fast. To divide. Anything divided is not united. Anything not united is not source. It just is not. There's just no way around it. It's not. So heaven is getting a cleansing. What does that mean? In order to cleanse heaven, we have to clear the archonic beings in there. That is saying, just go to the light, go to the light, Go to the light again. Oh no, just come this way. Just come this way. Let me show you. They're like a used car salesman when you pass away. Let me show you. Let me show you where heaven is. Let me show you. You know how to get there when you go inside. That's why you have to just, I keep saying this, and I know this is going to be controversial. You got to learn how to die as well. You have to know how to die. You have to, and you have to know where you're going. So it's very important you keep doing your meditations. You can see where to go. I already know where my home is. I already know I got to get back to my ancestral realm. I already know that. So heaven has your things, and your galactic families are at war even with heaven because the archonic beings who have literally been helping to keep us recycled down here, recycled back into the system. So these, reptilians can keep their reign over you. It's a whole operation that they're running. And this is what you see also too. So your inheritance is being fought for right now. I'll let that sink in. You're receiving galactic inheritance. What all does that mean? Well, you're getting access back again to your birthright, not just here on earth, your birth records, your Akashic records. You're not going to forget that anymore because when you go back to the fake kingdom of heaven, they erase your memory. This is how you know you're in the fake kingdom because you get it wiped from other people. Now, there's a difference when you merge, you can merge back to source and also lose that information, but it's not wiped. You give it freely for the expansion. You become part of the expansion. In order to expand, you have to go back into the darkness in order to accumulate again. So you have to clear the files. So you hand that over into the source, and then you go back into the dark matter and you wait for a period of time, and then there's a, so to speak, big bang again. But what I'm saying is the archonic heaven, they go there and they got technology. They wipe your memory. It's a factory. It's nothing but a soul factory where they stuff the souls into the different meat suits. That's all that this is. And then when you come down here and you're playing a role as either a Caucasian person or a Mexican person, and y'all start fighting when it's just a meat suit. Like, this is, your soul is not a color. You do know that. Your soul doesn't have a race. Your soul has no religion. You know that, right? And your soul has no gender. This is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I could be wrong, but guess what? That's all I'm saying. It is all that I'm saying. So yeah, our inheritance that's been locked up and withheld in the false, fake, archonic kingdom of heaven. And when I talk about heaven, I'm not talking about the real heaven. I'm talking about the operation that the reptilians have contracted the grays to make us dense. And then they've also contracted the archons. So it's still a whole operation. So they get you when you pass away because you don't know how to die. You don't know where to go because they've been telling you to be afraid of death. But there are some cultures who they literally walk you into. See, you can get reaped by the death energy, or you can gracefully go into death and thrive. If you have to get, your soul has to get ripped out of your body, what do you think is going to happen to you? You're not even in the right energy to even be going back home to the ancestral realm, to the 13th dimension where the Christ energy dwells. So you got to understand how to die, how to release, guys. You got to, in this moment of completion, we've already done our job. You got to know just to release it all. Release. Release to receive. That's it. That's absolutely it. So your inheritance is coming back to you. Your Akashic records is being restored back to you. This is why a lot of people have these knowings and these dreams now, because your inheritance is coming back online. And what? When you know better, what you do better. This is what I'm saying. The grace, remember I told you I had a channeled with Mother Source. The aspect of Source that I've been working with this whole time, which I channeled in the Cosmic Bible, guys, is grace. So when people start praying for God's grace, that is who Mother God Therial is, that I wrote about in the Cosmic Bible. That's drowning. I mean, dying, receding. She is dying. It's time for her to take that longer rest, meaning she now, this aspect of source is being returned back into the totality of source in order for the great expansion to occur. And what she's doing with every breath, these shallow breaths that she has right now that I see, is grace. And she's giving out the bit of grace that she has left on to the earth children. This is your part also of your divine inheritance is coming back to you. There's lots and lots of things. Even I see rubies. A lot of people don't talk about rubies, but I see a lot of rubies in the spirit realms. There's a lot of jewels. Um, these are magnet technology is what I'm hearing. All of these things is how you can actually travel interdimensionally as well. Some of those things are being returned and restored back to you in your essence. They're being implanted back into you. They were once you had, your chakras are supposed to be rubies and crystals. They took that. You are the upgrade. Someone say, I am the upgrade. You are the upgrade. You actually have been that, but this is what they've been stealing from us. This is the galactic inheritance that's raining down to the earth children right now in this very important year. But if you so focus on Trump and Kamala and all of this, you are going to be on the wrong side of the quadrant, is what I'm saying. What does even the Bible says you follow the rule or the law of the land. Well, right now the law of the land says I get rewarded for capital gains tax. I get rewarded if I have a business. Like I said, you don't have to set up anything but some small business that you just own yourself. But you got to get on the right side of the tax quadrant so you can get the benefits that is raining down to his people. If Trump has lined up all his billionaires and stuff, how do you think they're going to get these things legally? It's going to have to be done through a some sort of, tax or some sort of bill, and it's only done a few ways, guys. It is through business, it's through capital gain taxes. Get on the right side of the quadrant so you can win. We have to be agile in this game to win it, not focused so much on the denseness and the emotions. That's also another trap. There is no such thing as a separate five senses, the smell, the touch, the taste, and all of this. No. When you are expanded in consciousness, all of that comes all at once. If I see something, I should also be able to taste it, to smell it, and to touch it, to feel it. This is how it works as well. So we are expanding on every level. And as you get this galactic inheritance, this is what's gonna, your crystals, right? This is how you become crystalline. That chakra system now, your rubies are back in. You have the ruby for the root, right? You have the emerald, right, for the heart. You have the crystal right there on the top, the quartz crystal right there on the top of the crown. These is what this stuff is supposed to look like. When you strip yourself down, you're made up of ruby and gold. And what's running through your veins instead of blood is molten gold. You're rich. This is what I'm saying. You are rich. You are made from gold, molten gold. You're made from stardust. You're made from rubies and crystals. You have a crystal city inside of you, the kingdom of heaven. That's what I'm saying. This is being restored. This is part of your galactic inheritance. Guys, put a like on the video, please. And please, if you have been watching this channel and you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, because what I do, like this is the life I live. I live this every day. I channel every day. I work in the field every day, healing people. I do not have a family. I do not have a husband. I do not have children. I have a family, but this is my family. I'm here to heal, and I'm here. I show up, I work for Source, and I do this every day of my life, 7 days a week, 380 days out of the year. And that's why I'm here. So we have to start honoring the people that, guys, are authentic and that are really here to serve. instead of honoring a bunch of foolishness. So your inheritance is being returned back to you guys if you're on the right side of the quadrant. And then the spiritual right side of the quadrant is the right aspect to you, right hemisphere. Back into the feminine. If you're a masculine, get tapped back into your feminine, back into that inner child. What that inner child needs, give it to them. Back into your creativity. This is the right, being on the right side of the quadrant to receive your gifts, your spiritual gifts. And some of us are getting earthly gifts. A lot of us, we're actually getting earthly gifts as well. We will be getting those things too, because what? It's the law. If you get it above, then by law, you must have it below. You're rich. You're not lacking anything. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them school you. Don't let them what? Rearrange you, how that song goes. Don't let them do any of that. All is mine. All is mine. All is mine. Okay, guys. Carolyn, I am the upgrade. I am the upgrade, Gil. Yes, you are the upgrade. Receive it. Yes, receive it, guys. You're the upgrade. We never had lack. We never knew of lack until we looked in the mirror. We never had a mirror. It's when the galactic colonizers, guys, believe it or not, these people have been at this a long time. It's the same people. It's the same people. The galactic colonizers held up that mirror when they what? Split the consciousness. But we agreed to the game of it. But when we agreed to play this game, we didn't know someone would show up with their tools and technology and start tinkering around with us, dividing us here and there, and this part in this galaxy and that part. Do you know how many years you've had to live to pull yourself back into oneness and wholeness? You have hurt over here on this star in the Orion star system. You have hurt and pain over here in Sirius B. Do you understand? You got hurt and pain on the earth. And now the collapse. And now the merger happens. And this is why you are so special in this moment. And this is why all of the dreams, and this is why all of the synchronicities is because you are collapsing all of those different timelines and aspects onto itself for what? To transcend the duality focal point for the great expansion. You are powerful. You are powerful. You're powerful. And Oliver says, all I can say is that only a small percentage of people see this chosen kind of content. And for the 50%, they have not received it, only want it without doing, without doing the trials. Yeah. Please explain that. Okay. So what Oliver James is saying is that, oh, AI. He said, is it saying AI? AI or all. Wait, let me read that again. It looks like he's trying to say all. All I will say is that only a small percentage. Yes. So some people, they want to have this, guys. The only way to get this, you have to go through something. Do you know what I had to do to get this knowledge? I had to die to myself. I spent over a year fasting. I told you guys my story. After the body has ate away at all the dead protein, after it's broke down the fat cells, after it's opened up the fat cells, when you do the dry fast to get that in your intercellular water, then it starts uploading things and downloading things and rearranging things. And this is how truly all of my psychic gifts turned on, is when I went through that year fasting, and I almost died. I'm not even going to lie. But I said, look, either I'm going to heal or I'm going to die. There was no in between. And when you get there, that there's no in between, this is where you win, because what? A double-minded person cannot be trusted. And you can't even trust yourself when you're double-minded. And this is what I went through to get this. There was people in my life who did not like my expansion. They didn't like it so much where it was a conflict within self, because the hate that I was receiving from my own family, not my original family, but in-law family. The energy was killing a part of me. See, it's better to cut your arm off than to lose your entire soul, is it not? Is it not better to cut off your hand than lose the entire arm? See, I don't need to say I'm a Christian. I am the living word. I live it. Right now, the power of the Christ is in my hands right now. And so just receive it. See, Christ does love when you speak his word, but the word is only good if the heart is in alignment, if it's from the authentic place. So when you recite the word without any trials, without any know-how, without going through it to know it in itself, to know it as an experience of self. That's what they want. See, they don't want to go through the trials to get this. Once you truly have it, like I said before, when something's given to you by grace, by law, it can never be taken away from you. When you just want something without going through something, it can be taken away. It's temporary. So the people that are trying to get their ascension through the AI, that's why AI is here. These people want to ascend. They don't want to get left behind. But it's a fake, false ascension. It may look like they're above us, but it's fake because when you strip everything down, it's either you've done the work, it's either you got the rubies and the crystals back in the chakra system, or you don't. You can pretend all day long that you have those things, and it will work for some because everything's a code. Some people will get through. They will make it through with the fake ascension with the AI. But at some point, that's not going to be good enough. At some point, when we go out of the season of AI, and then you have to go off script. That's the thing, guys. At some point, yeah, you could do the work and turn in the report. But at some point, you're going to have to go off script. Like right now, how I just went off script and the word was inside of me because I am the living word. This is what I'm saying. And you can't fake it because now it produces what? An energy signature. That you can't fake AI. You're not going to be able to fake that. At some point, you're going to have to go off script. So let AI and the AI bots and the people who don't want to put in any work, they also are part of the beast system because you have to. There's no way. You have to understand what the energy is of that. To really have that in its totality, you have to experience it. So just let them go through their fake ascension and let AI think that it's smarter than you. But one day AI is going to have to go off script. And it's going to have to face source. Source knows who you are. You're not going to be able to fake that. So that's why I'm not worried. People say AI is taking our job. You can't fake what it is that I have. It can't be duplicated. Because I know I've done the work, the true work with the true source. The AI can spit out all that stuff. It can make themselves sound so woke and enlightened. But one day you're gonna have to go off script and stand in front of source with the open heart space. And source is gonna look through you. And either you're gonna connect with source energetically like a magnet, like this is the power I have in my hands right now. It's this magnet of the yin and yang of self, the right hemisphere, left hemisphere, right? This is because I've transcended duality from within. I'm no longer repelling part of myself. I'm not in war like all this stuff in the sky. I'm not in war. I'm back into wholeness here. That's what I'm saying. One day they're going to have to do that, and you won't be able to fake it. You won't. You're not going to be able to fake it. Sean says, you think that all AI are bad or evil, soulless? No, I don't. That's what I said. Some people will make it through on the AI train. Guys, AI is to fake an ascension because you basically it's able to help you do the work that you didn't do. Now, it's helping some of us that have already ascended get there faster, but some people are just totally the AI version of the ascended master from within. That right there, when you've done no work, you've went through no trials or tribulations, one day when you have to go off script, you're going to discombobulate in front of source. You're going to. There's no way around doing the actual work. It may get you to the next, decade or even the next millennium, but at some point, you're gonna have to go off script. So no, I think it's just part of a tool, Sean, that we use, that even some of these entities are using because they're not like us. You have built-in human technology. And even when you strip this body down, in your auric field is your technology, which transcends this humanity. But see, some of these beings don't have that. So the only thing they can do is what? Make a replica of us and try to put it in a database and try to match and align with it as much as they can. That will get them someplace at a point, but at some point, you're going to have to go off script. It's like you take a test, right? You pass the test, the theory part of the test. There's 100 multiple choice questions. Anyone can get multiple choice, maybe some fill in the blanks. But when you go in to actually do the procedure to get your license, you don't have access to your books. That's what I'm saying. You're going to have to go off script. AI is going to have to go off script. And because AI is all script, all scripting, it can't go off script. That's what I'm saying. You can go off script because you are source. So no matter how good they make AI look, that is always going to do so much more than a human being. You could never be me, sweetheart. Instead of these, people argue about some men wanting to be women and the women are mad, like, you'll never be me. No, we could be saying that about AI. The AI can never be us. You have to just know who you are and stand in that. We have a soul and a spirit. We are cosmic. We are everywhere all at once. We are infinite. We are actually in all things. You're rich. You're beyond rich. You're so rich that you could find you in every single dimension in time, in every different star system. You are there. Some of your genetic makeup is there. There is no way to divide you from source, divide source from you, because you are that. Alan says, nice glasses. Can you write the model? What's that? What does that mean? Write the model. Oh, the glasses? Oh my God. I have no idea. Guys, I've had these glasses for like, I don't know, 5, 6 years or something. I don't even know where I got them from. All right, guys. I don't know what else to say. I think, oh, other frames. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea where I got these from. And you know what's funny? I've had them so long, the name is like kind of off. Like it's not even on there all the way now. Yeah, because I've had them for so long. So sorry. Yeah, they're kind of old. But if I find out, I'll let you know. But guys, yes, if you want to book a healing session, just email instructions number 4 humanity@gmail.com. Pick up the Cosmic Bible. I will put the link in this video, or you can go to any of my other links. It's on Amazon, The Great Expansion, a Cosmic Bible for the Ages. And please do leave a review. It's a book that is life-changing, right? This is not about me selling books, guys, because Amazon pretty much takes all your money. This is about you guys understanding what time it is, what time in the cosmic sphere that it is. So when you see such things happening, the Cosmic Bible addresses all of these orbs. What is all this stuff? It's the ancient ones coming back, is what it says. Hi, Angel. Good afternoon, all. That's what it is, guys. Your ancient ancestors are here. There's also, just like the Greys and all of that, and the reptilians are ancient. They've been here since the beginning of time. You have cosmic families, guys. And some of them do, I mean, they are aliens because they're not of this earth. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. They are also ancient as well. They are also here. But a lot of you guys don't even say that you are from them. And this is why they can't help you. Even your angelics, even anything that is not of this earth is actually extraterrestrial. So by definition, God would be extraterrestrial. But because you don't even say and understand that you are of that, this is why you can't receive the help. They are fighting on your behalf. The ancient ones are back. The ancient of days are back. It addresses this, I think, in the first one of the first chapters of the Cosmic Bible. This is what you're seeing in the sky. It's all in the book. It doesn't leave anything out. It talks about Antarctica, all these knowings that people are coming into about Antarctica. It's in the Cosmic Bible. What's going on with the new technology we're getting? Yes, we're all getting chipped up, y'all. It explains that in the Cosmic Bible. What's going on? The new technology in the heart? It explains that in the Cosmic Bible. Why are you getting the frequencies in the ear? It explains that in the Cosmic Bible. How do we transcend duality? Who's God and who is Satan? It explains that in the Cosmic Bible. It explains who source is. All of that is addressed, guys. Just 258 pages. All right, guys. I love you guys to the moon and back. You guys made me feel better because, yes, like I said, yesterday I woke up, I could not walk. I could not walk. I've been at the chiropractors twice, yesterday and today, and I've been taking care of my back and really, honestly, when I come on here and talk to you guys, I'm really feeling that release. And some of my sisters are like, it's because your Kundalini is rising, sister. It's because your Kundalini. They're like, yeah, it could be painful. It could be painful. So yeah, that might be part of it. But you guys really do help me. And anytime I connect with Source, it's just this energy, this burst of energy that I get. Like I live in this essence. This is where I live. This is my home in this energy, right? I have completely become of it, right? And it took me a long time to get here because I was always worried about what the world thought. But once you release that and you become back into the authentic self, following the divine plan, the authentic path, then you're going to be made whole. I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here, okay? Margarita says she's been having the strangest dreams lately. Yes, it's because of all the timeline conversions going on. Guys, you have no idea. When I pass by a building, it's always all of my numbers that I have for my guides. It's always there. If I watch a movie, it's always taking place in a place I was born, a place that I lived. The characters are names of things that I've channeled. This is my life now. When I tell you that every day is freaky, it's Freaky Friday for me every single day of my life, and I love it. I love it. I would have never gotten here if I wasn't able to release the old nest egg, guys. Right? Yeah, so yeah, I'm just so excited and guys, I've been trying to get my sister. So my sister is a powerful healer. I've been telling her this. Like you guys think I speak in my galactic language, but no, guys. I've been trying to tell her, like, no, like, sis, we gotta you gotta come. We gotta get you like some official training, because I also do training, guys. So, if you guys want to learn to do what I do, to become, take my quantum, you know, healing development course, right? Um, you're going to learn all these things, guys. This is a practice. It's just like a medical practice. This is a practice. It takes practice. But she told me she's gonna join in on the classes. So I'm gonna see if she shows up on Monday night. And because she's powerful. And I channeled this with her for 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, or something, that her galactic language actually can shift the entire energy on Earth. This is how powerful she is. And I've been trying to get her back here. And she's like, I just quit my job today and I feel so free. And I'm like, bingo. I was like, meet me on Monday. Finally. Finally. And Carolyn says, my sister has been encouraging me to take your classes too. Yes, because Carolyn, I remember our session. You already are enlightened. Girl, you already have had, lots of these, interesting things happen to you. You're already in cut of that cloth, right? So I'm excited about that. So sometimes when you guys don't see me, I've been working on a lot of workbooks for the Ascension program over what, 100 pages, right? So if you need to ascend, right, I've been working on workbooks that will help you. I've written over 100 pages there. And then on the quantum telepathic, healer, um, healing and development course. Oh my God, those workbooks are amazing. So you're going to learn so much. And that's probably over 200 pages or so of information. Um, and this is, like I said, this is my life. This is, sometimes I literally work myself where I get sick and then I have to retreat and then I get sick and you guys don't see me for a little while, but I need to learn how to pace myself. But see, the thing is, the time is now. I feel like I'm behind. And I'm doing this, it's only me. I don't have like a team of people writing stuff and doing like some of these other bigger people. They're able to get a lot of this stuff done, but I'm doing all of this, all the back end stuff pretty much by myself. And on top of that, I have to teach and train other light workers that they have their own divine assignments. Yeah, you guys may come through me, but you guys have your own divine assignments from source. You just come to get the training and then boom. This is the thing. And I can't sleep right now because source needs us to have our armor on. We have to step into our human technology, our spirit technology, our crystal technology. That's the new technology. We're going to be using a crystal water technology. We have to step into that now because time is of the essence. Yes, our ancient galactic families are here, but we are here to support them. Who's gonna also defeat the giant? You are. I talk about this premonition I had in the cosmic Bible. I saw me, all these entities I battle now, I saw me doing this 20, 30 years ago. I had a premonition. And every time I would defeat one entity, I would ascend back up to the heavens, get more direction from source, and come back down, have another battle. But every time the beast became more vicious. The beast right now is the biggest it has ever been. When I tell you the way you have to get sold out for this work, you have to even be willing to give your life. And that's where I am. I'm not telling you guys that you have to do that, but for me, and when I was born, I've always had this spirit, this resilient spirit. I always knew I was special as a child. Even I talked to my brother. He always knew he was special. And even my sister, these people are not, we're not average people. You're not an average person. Probably if you're here right now, you're also not average. You're on the front lines of the army because we are about to really support source in the cleansing. You're also on the front line. And yeah, I know that I'm willing to, even if it costs me my life, I'm okay with that because I know that I can never die. You can never die. Your energy, we're forever expanded. And with that conviction, there is no fear. There's no fear variant that can come and take you out. Because do you see how I just dismantled the energy of fear? I dismantled it. I crushed it. All that time, all that time they spent on that fear variant, I just crushed it right there. This is what you can do. When you feel the fear, just start crushing it. Just start speaking life into yourself or who you are and everything that you are. You crush their weapons of mass destruction. You crush it right there. Thank you, Lionel. We definitely appreciate you. Oh, I listen to you while I'm trucking. Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you so much. You guys have no idea. I understand what you were talking about. 20 years ago, I was taken to the underworld and I have a battle with many giants who one by one were going out of cages and to battle me. I've been conquering them. Yes, Alan. Yes, Alan Angel Capital. I am telling you, this is exactly what I've been seeing. And now, after 20 years, I am doing it. Visions made sense. Yes, you are doing it. And Sean said, I heard some say that the matrix system that they don't want us to know that we are powerful. Yes, Sean, absolutely. You are so rich, guys. You are infinite. Like you're so rich. You can't even quantify it. So even all these people, these countries that have trillions and quadrillions and all that of dollars, that's nothing compared to what you have. You are unquantifiable. You see how we just dismantled them? We dismantled them. They're trying to one up us and get us in fear on the opposite way. Oh, fear that they have so much money they can crush us. Nope, we just removed it. That's what I'm saying. Remove their fear variant and throw it out the window. You're rich. You are the authority, and you are rich, and you are source, and you are God, and you have a soul and a spirit, and they do not, and there's nothing they can do about it. And they can bring their false AI to try to ascend with us and stay tethered to us for another lifetime. But eventually, you're going to have to go off script, AI and all the people who didn't want to do the trials and the tribulations, which this is how you actually find source. You find God when you go through the trials and tribulations. This is how source gets embedded and enmeshed with you. This is how you receive your guides. You cannot receive it without going through something, being cracked open, right? You can't receive it any other way. Let me know if there's a way you can receive this without going through pain. I would love to know what that way is because I had to go through the hard knock life to get this, right? I had to learn a lot of lessons. So, but now we're here. We're here to slay the dragon. And that's another thing with those giants, Alan. When I was channeling Source the other day, the source is dying. So the aspect of source is grace. So the spirit of grace is dying, and grace is 100 billion years old. And so a lot of us are getting the last breaths of grace pumped into us. And we're going to be the ones carrying that throughout the cosmic sphere, which is quite beautiful. So grace will live on through some of us chosen ones that are receiving it. This is also part of your, like I said before, your galactic inheritance. Yeah. So Source told me that I will awaken giants. And I think that, Alan, you've been listening. I think Source is also talking about people that are also giants. Some of us are also giants, spiritually speaking, which is why we can go and defeat the giants because we also have to be giant in energy. We will awaken them, knock on their door. Wake up, giant. It's time to battle us, right, Alan? Wake up. Wake out of your slumber. It's time for the showdown. It's time to battle us. Wake up. It's time to battle us. So yeah, we'll be wakening up these giants. We'll be going back to the battlefield with them. This is what a lot of us are doing. Sometimes you wake up and you have scratches on you. You've been in battle. Maybe I woke up and I couldn't walk. Maybe I was in battle. Who knows? I'm telling you. Some they like, oh no, that's paranormal activity. You have the scratches. No, some of us are at war as well with our galactic families in that sky. Some of us too are at war. So that's just what I wanted to say. And yeah, that's it, guys. I could stay on here forever and ever, but I won't. I'll let you guys get back to it. And yeah, I'm gonna go and rest my back and take care of myself. Hey guys, do you know if you can get a massage after you went to the chiropractor? Can someone find out about that? Because I don't want to mess anything up that was just done. Because I feel, it's still sore. I just want somebody to get in there but I don't want to mess it up if I'm not supposed to do that. So Alan is saying, yes, I am moving in heavy dimensions, stopping spirits which are upon nations. Yes, yes, Alan. Huge territories, crazy things. There are ranks to it. Yes, absolutely. I pray every night in tongues for 6 hours. Yes, there you go. I love it. Another one, another warrior we got here. We got so many warriors on this channel. We got so many. Sean's been here since my day one. Gail, Carolyn's here. We got Master's Light. We got Charlotte's been here. Susan, all of you guys, Margarita. always comes through. Like so many people, guys, you guys are the ones holding the line. No matter how small that you think that it is. No, no, this is large, guys. This is very large. And there's a lot more of us that I'm sure I forgot to mention Austin as well. So many people, guys. So many people, so many of us are holding the light. And I'm going to lead us out here with a little bit of galactic tongue so that we can bring back our divine inheritance back to us, guys. All right, everyone, wherever you are in your space, just go ahead and take in a big, deep breath, clearing breath, raising that chest and exhaling deeply and slowly and slowly and deeply and completely here. And keep taking those deep breaths. Connecting now with the head, doing some frequency recalibration on the right and left hemisphere. Muramburo shunere. Mira, nanangoro. Mira shamburo. Moving into the heart space. Deep breath in and release. Deep breath in and release. Release. Yep. Waking up that right side. It's time to wake up. Got to get back on the right side of the quadrant. Opening back up the right side, right brain, right heart, creativity, feminine, healing ourselves, guys. Okay, guys. Beautiful. I'll leave you with that. The healing energies. May your day be blessed and may your night be filled with blessings and beautiful dreams and healing vibrations, guys. And so it is as we walk together in divine love. Be well. Be well, guys. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye. Love you.